You know, there are people in this world who appreciate great ideas and projects, and then there are people who take great ideas to another level. Our next speaker is one of yours, a Wizo activist and volunteer who is not only spreading the message of Wizo, but of Israel's true character. Please welcome Manuele Amar.
Hello. No, sorry, it's too fast. Here.
Yeah, it works?
Hello. Well, people live next to one another. They buy the veggies on the same market. In the morning, in the evening, they are stuck in the bus together. When they are sick, they go to hospital, the same hospital, they visit the same doctors. They share the same rooms sometimes. But nothing happens. They are not connected one to another. They are just living next to one another. They are like transparent to one another. But how could they connect? And this is the challenge that Dudu Moati, the former director of the Wizo Center in Afula, and Sheila Dvor-Kasdi, our teacher, decided they wanted to face. Their idea was simple. Just find a common point that would connect women together. Women, of course, women. The future lies in the hands of women. And, well, the common point, since Sheila is an artist, the common point should be art. Art will create the link. In 3 months, a first set of paintings was ready and on show in Afula, and a couple of days later in Nazareth. Dudu called me one night. He said the women were coming to the center every 2 weeks with their canvases and paintings and brushes and with big baskets full of homemade delicacies. They became friends. They painted olive trees. An exhibition was ready to travel abroad. There were 35 women coming from different backgrounds, which most of the time seem to be incompatible with one another. And still, they created a link. They overcame their fear and prejudice and conflict, and they were together, these women, Jews, Muslims, Christians, and Circassians. The project of the olive tree is about building coexistence. And this is not mere words, it's an act of faith in the future. A way to move forward. And now, today, 2 years after, what happened? The women belong to each other. They are hanging out together. They are entertaining at home with their families together. When some violence or something happens around here or in the world, they take a stand together. They speak out together. They form a community, a multicultural community. This project empowers the women to in turn impact their own environment. And this starts from kindergarten. The women, the artists, visit schools and they make workshops with the children. They bring some of their paintings, they show them to the class, and they explain and they show the differences and the similarities between the paintings. And this brings them to show the similarities between people. Afterwards, the children draw their own olive trees. And the drawings are hung to the wall, and they talk to the class. And this project is really empowering for the children. It's so powerful because they can see the women who look different, who have different backgrounds, and still they are connected, they are friends, they act together. This is the best example. As you said this morning, it starts all from kindergarten, from very early age. And this is a way to show them how a future can be built together. Wait, some of the women volunteer now for Wizo, and this is one of our prides, and it's something we achieved in the diaspora, because when they came abroad and visited us, and they saw us, how committed we are, all of us, to Wizo, they came back home and they said, I want to belong there. The Olive Tree is a social program that provided the neighborhood of Afula with a new social offer open to all in the area, social and cultural. I felt this artistic initiative is the best tool to address Israel bashing and anti-Semitism. Let's show what real people are achieving here in Israel, far away from politics or for religion. Let's highlight the power of women who decided to take the lead and change the world, at least their world. My Wizo Mulhouse branch and Wizo Belfort, led by Nadia Ofnon, who many of you know already, decided we wanted this exhibition, we wanted these paintings, we wanted to show them in our area. But this was not only about paintings, this was about story. And we worked very hard to feature the story of each artist and to give an overview of what happens in Israel. We built an exhibition, a comprehensive exhibition on the theme Art for Peace. And this is intended to be brought to a large audience. It doesn't address us. We are all Zionists. We want to say it or we don't say it. We are all Zionists. We are all committed. But we want to address others who don't know us, others who see and who hear and who read and who are grown to other views. We want to address them. This is why we did this exhibition. I brought the project to our French board in Paris. Some of them were enthusiastic right away, and some others said, this is really not the core of our Wizo job. And this duality, we found it again and again in the groups where we brought the exhibition. It was in 9 cities in France, and there too, there were the pros and the doubting. When we had our meeting, ECVF meeting, you know the ECVF, everybody, it's the European Council of Wizo Federations. When we had our ECVF meeting in May 2014, in Amsterdam, I talked to some friends about the project, and they were enthusiastic. And we decided that a couple of weeks later, we would meet in Basel on this very project. And at the end of the day, what happened? France, Switzerland, Germany, Holland, Italy, Belgium, who more? Italy, Austria, Denmark, UK decided they wanted to join. 9 countries in Europe decided they would show the project in their cities to their audience. And this was an opportunity. It's the first time ever that the European Wizos work together. And this allowed us to bring the project to a very large audience, and to and to disseminate the message of peace to this audience who is every day, day after day, submitted to Israel bashing and to anti-Semitism and to the media's work. The exhibition started in Mulhouse, in my place, in a church. I forgot to tell you that, of course, we tried to choose places to show the exhibition very open, like churches, like museums, like city halls, or other cultural venues, to draw in most people, and most foreign people, people from outside. So it started in our place in Mulhouse, and 22 artists made the trip, together with Doudou and with Sheila, and with 2 journalists from I24 News TV channel, who issued a 6-minute report on the exhibition in Mulhouse and a 17-minute report on the whole project. That's great for TV channel. Thank you, I24 News. The artists, we hosted them in our homes for 5 days. We lived together, we cooked together, we visited around together, we talked to people together. This was a unique experience, both for them and for us. The women never had lived together before, and we opened our homes as if they were family. And the connection happened between them and between us and them. We felt joy and admiration and sisterhood with these women who wanted so badly to build something together. Until today, France, oh sorry, I forgot the exhibition, in Strasbourg, in Holland, in Germany, in Zurich, in Italy, in Roma, and in Belgium, Many who attended the crowded openings came back in the following days because they wanted to take their time and read the whole stories. And they were very moved about it. And they wanted to talk. And they told us that they learned a lot about what's really going on in Israel. We had feared that we might have to face some aggressivity from anti-Zionist groups. We did not. Only sometimes we had some bittersweet remarks about uprooted olive trees, but really the project touched the people deeply. The ongoing violence that the country has to face now does not undermine the project of the olive tree. Now, more than ever, the women stand firm to promote peace. We want to make their action known everywhere in Europe and further. Our commitment is a legacy that our people want to share, Judaism wants to share with the other religions. Ani shalom, v'chi adaber hema lemilchama. I am for peace, but when they talk, they are for war. The project of the olive tree is the message we need. A message of tolerance and friendship and sharing. Such an inspiring message for all of us. And more, it's a message that people are ready to listen to. If Israeli Jews and Arabs can make it, why couldn't we? This is why we, European Wizo, are supporting the action of the women of the olive tree. And this is why I would urge you to bring their message of peace in your country and use it for Hasbara and give your support to the project of the olive tree. I thank you very much, and I want to show you the catalog we made of the exhibition. It's a bilingual catalog with all the paintings and the stories, and you see, very professional, modest, all the stories and the explanations about what happens in Israel and around and Wizo. And this is a huge, great project and a huge, great tool for Hasbara. Thank you so much.